Hi, and welcome to Unit 6, Part 1. You've made it through Units 1 to 5, just one left to go. Congratulations getting this far. This unit focuses on how to find and choose the right hotel for you. Choices are great, but too many choices can be overwhelming. When booking a hotel, there are so many to choose from, so it's important to have a plan in order to choose the right hotel. It's not always the most exciting part of planning a vacation, but you need a place to sleep. By following my simple steps, you'll learn how to save yourself time and reduce frustration. The first part of the unit talks about how to filter and sort hotels, what to look for on the screen. No matter what booking site I'm using, the first thing I do once I put in the city and the dates I'm searching is filter the hotels by my desired price bracket. Unless there are hundreds of hotels, I'll usually leave in the ones that are in the lowest bracket, even though I'm willing to pay somewhere in the middle. You never know when something good might come up and be a super cheap range bargain. Next, if the site has filters for amenities, I choose the ones that are most important to me. You can say you only want hotels that have Wi-Fi, a pool, maybe parking. Sometimes you can choose how many stars you want or the type of hotel, such as romantic or family. This will eliminate any hotels that don't match your requirements. This gives you fewer options to sift through in your search. Then sort your list. Maybe price is the most important thing for you. It usually is for me. Or maybe you want to sort by review ratings. Now you can look at the choices in the order that's important to you. But sometimes price and type of hotel is not the most important thing for you. Maybe you're on a vacation and you want to look at museums and other different attractions. It makes sense to choose a hotel near to those attractions that interest you. So maybe you could choose your location by looking at the map. Are there certain attractions in the destination that you're traveling to? Do you want to be close to the airport? Do you want to be close to public transportation? These questions, we should look at the map. These types of things are usually mentioned in the hotel description, but it would take a long time to read every single one to find out. Instead, look for the map view. Move the map around until it shows the part of the town you want to stay, and then only open up the hotels that are in that particular area. Some booking sites will show you all hotels on the map, even if they don't meet your criteria. You should be able to distinguish the ones that match your requirements from those that don't by the color of the pin or marker used to label each hotel. That way, you don't have to get excited about a hotel only to notice later that it's outside your price bracket. Another way to describe which hotel you want is decide what's important inside the hotel. Some people only want a hotel with free breakfast, while others prefer to eat their morning meal at a local restaurant or bakery. If it's a free breakfast that isn't important to you, let that become a determining factor. If you want a place with Wi-Fi, read to see if it's free or if there's a fee, and if it's available throughout the hotel or just in certain areas like the lobby. Also determine if the hotel has only Wi-Fi. Only a computer with internet available for use or both. Maybe you're going to arrive late at night. Check to see if they have 24-hour reception. If not, sometimes you just need to notify your hotel of the arrival time and someone will let you in. But there are some places that are impossible to check in if you arrive past a certain time. Look at things like the bed size and smoking, non-smoking rooms, smoking rooms. Does the hotel provide any toiletries or hairdryers? Not all of these things will be important to you, but some may be. Pick a few that are essential to you and eliminate hotels that don't have all or most of what you're looking for. It's important to focus on what matters to you and ignore everything else in order to choose the right hotel for you. The lesson goes on to show how to filter out those hotels that we don't want to see, how to look at the price, where to look at the price, with plenty of questions for you to answer and become accustomed to this task. Okay, now it's down to you to start the exercise and work through. Good luck, and I'll do a video at the end of the exercises so you can check your answers and see how you went on. See you later. Okay, now let's talk about checking into your hotel. First, of course, we always go to reception. The front desk of a hotel is called reception, and this is where you'll officially check in. Sometimes you have to go upstairs. If you have a business check-in, it's a different desk. Make sure you go to the right one. Secondly, always make sure you've got your ID with you, your reserve confirmation, and of course, form of payment, preferably a credit card with lots of room on it. What they will do when they take a swipe of your credit card is they will often block an amount of money on your credit card to make sure they're going to get paid. Make sure this doesn't embarrass you if you want to buy something else. Now, your ID can include your driver's license, your passport, and one or two different credit cards, of course. If you're staying abroad, the concierge will usually either copy the front page of your passport or even keep your passport for the duration of the stay. A printout of your reservation confirmation can be useful, particularly if you secured a special rate or a promotion. If you don't have a reservation, be prepared to be turned away if the hotel has no vacancies, but do ask the concierge for suggestions for alternate hotels. Very often, he can place a phone call and someone will come and get you. Most hotels will place a hold on the full amount of your stay, as I said, plus a percentage for incidentals per day. So don't give them your debit card. Credit cards only, please. Next, take note of hotel amenities. Make sure to note the location and the time of breakfast, internet access and passwords, office work areas, lounges, bars, restaurants, gyms. Whatever you can find, whatever takes your fancy. But make your stay as comfortable as you can. Be sure to ask questions. Receptions and/or the concierge can provide you with a map and recommendations of where to go and what to do nearby. And of course, get your keys. Now, many keys are electronic today, but some hotels still have the old-fashioned metal keys, sometimes necessary to run the electricity of your room. A card in a slot or a key can often, without it, you can't get any electric at all. One last thing about the keys. Do ask and take note if you're expected to leave the key at the front desk, which can be a standard procedure if there's only one key. Personally, I think it's a good idea. Bad news if you have to lose a key on a beach. The hotel will often charge you for changing the entire lock. Now, the concierge, the bellboy. When he brings up your bags, you should consider whether to tip your bellboy. Now, every country is different. Be sure to know if it's appropriate to tip him or her and how much is normal. I think that if the bellboy brings up your luggage, be sure to tip them for their trouble. Sometimes the journey involves a nice trolley and an elevator, and it's not much effort. But in some places, the bellboy literally has to haul your luggage up numerous flights of stairs. Tip accordingly. Lastly, Be sure to inspect your room when you arrive. Before you unpack and get comfortable, check and make sure that everything in your room is as promised, that it's stocked and there are no foul odor or stains on the bed. Make sure there's no bed bugs, etc. Check for cleanliness, sufficient bathroom linens and supplies. Check the closet area for extra blankets and pillows. And if you're displeased with your room's location, maybe there's a bad smell or there's some noise, politely request to be relocated. Hotels will often comply whenever possible. If they can't place you in a similar room, ask them if they will upgrade you for a nicer room or a room with a view. They will often do this at zero charge. They feel embarrassed because the hotel isn't as you want. If you don't ask, you don't get.